Hi, this is Dr. Kunka Bheemalingappa. I heartily welcome you. In this video, I'm going to discuss about keywords in Python. These are the contents that what we are going to cover in this video. They are keywords and identifiers. First, we look at what are these keywords and what are these identifiers, and what is the major difference between the keywords and identifiers. Keywords are reserved words. They have the fixed meaning. The user-defined identifiers cannot be used as the keywords. So what are these identifiers? These identifiers are user-defined names. We need to follow some conventions in giving the name. These are the rules that are to be followed. You can have letters, digits, and the only special character that you can have in forming an identifier is that is underscore. And the first symbol must be the letter. These are the rules for identifiers. Now we look at what are keywords in more detail. There are about 35 keywords in Python. So these are the, if you want to know what are the keywords in Python, you can just use this statement, a keyword.kw list. Before that, you just import that keyword. Let us execute this statement so you can come to know what are the different keywords that are there in Python. So let us execute this. Yeah, it is getting executed. So these are the keywords like false, none, true, and so these are the different keywords that if you want to have the full output screen, this way you can see. So these are the different keywords that are there in Python. So in these three keywords like false, none, true, the first letter is capitalized. Make a note of this. That is false, none, true. In these three keywords, the first letter is capital letter. In rest of the keywords, all the rest of the keywords are lowercase. So you can make a count. These are different keywords that what you can find in Python. Let us discuss in a little more detail about the usage of a keyword in Python. Where do you come across these keywords? I'm going to partition these keywords into two parts. In this video, I'm going to cover half of the keywords, and then in the next video, we will discuss about the remaining keywords. Yeah. So here I'm going to discuss about the keywords like if, elif, else. These are all keywords. So these are, you can find these keywords if, elif, else in conditional statements. So this is the list of these 35 keywords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 columns, and there are 7 rows, 7 into 5. There are 35 keywords. Yeah, just now I have shown you what are the different keywords in Python, how to display them. And now we are going to discuss about this keywords if, elif, and else. What is this if keyword is this? It is used to execute a block of if the condition is true. And this elif, it is used to specify additional conditions if the previous one fail. If you have say nested if conditions, then if the previous condition fails, then this condition will be tested. If this condition is true, the statement that is associated with this elif will be executed. Otherwise, no. If all the previous conditions are failed, then the statement that is associated with this else keyword, it is going to be executed. So now this is about the keywords if, elif, else. Here you can find an example. Here I have taken one identifier that is a with value that is at 20. Here I'm making use of this keywords if, elif, else. So I'm testing the condition. If a is greater than 20, I'm displaying this message greater than 20. If it is equals to 20, then I'm displaying this message that is equal to 20. Else I'm displaying the statement that is less than 20. So these are, here you can find the use of all these keywords if, elif, and else. One important thing you have to make a note that, right? So if condition, after this condition you have this colon, that is most important. Elif, here also you have some conditional statement, after that you have this colon. Even after this else also you can find this that is colon. So this is a syntax, and you need to follow this indentation rule as you are known. Indentation is more important in Python because you are not going to use any curly braces to denoting the block of statements that are to be executed. So this indentation itself says what are the statements that comes under a block. So moving on, see here I'm trying to execute that same code. Whatever I have shown that in the PPT, that same code I have taken here. That is, I'm testing the value of a. Based on the condition, I'm going to display the corresponding OK statement. Let us execute this. See, it has got displayed message that is equal to 20. If you change this value, say from 20 to say some other value, if it is say, you have seen that is equals to 20. So if you make it say greater than 20, say for example, if I make it as say 35, and then if you execute, this time what the output right you can get, that is greater than 20. If I make it as less than say 20, less than 20 in the sense it may be 19 or okay below 19 also. So on execution of this statement, what is output that we are going to get? That is less than 20. That is a message, right? That what you have got here. So this is how you can make use of this keywords if, elif, and else. Yeah, moving on. So that is about the usage of these keywords if, elif, else. Now we are going to discuss about the keywords that is for and while. So these are these keywords you can find in the loop statements. We are known that this for and while are okay loop statements. So this for loop is used to iterate over a sequence such as list, tuple, dictionary, etc. And this keyword is used to repeat the execution until the condition becomes fail. So as long as this condition is true, that loop is going to repeat it. When the condition becomes false, the control will be transferred out of that loop. So this is what this keywords that is for and while. Now we are going to discuss in more detail about what are these for and okay keywords. So here I have created a list by name that is a shopping bag, and it has some values like names of the fruits, and also like vegetables, and also like okay milk products, right? So this is the list that what we have, that is shopping bag. At first we are going to display that list of values using this print statement, using that okay list name that is shopping bag, and then I'm going to iterate over this list using this for loop for item in the shopping bag. Here this for is the keyword, and this item is what? An object name. In is a keyword. This is shopping bag is a list name. So for item in shopping bag, print item. So in this way, whatever the values that are there in this list, they are going to get accessed one by one and get displayed or say printed. So this is how this for loop it works. In a similar fashion, you can find the use of this while loop. So you are known for loop and while loop, the index starts with 0, they follow, so that is a zero-based indexing. So I'm taking one identifier with a value as 0, whose name is, that is index. So and then I'm finding the length of this list, and if the value of this index is less than this length of this list, I'm going to access the value that is associated with that particular index in that list, and I'm printing and then updating the value of this index by 1, that is incrementing index value by 1. So that is what we are doing here. So moving on. So this is the use of this this snippet of code demonstrates the use of the keywords for and while. The same code I have taken here, what I have explained in the PPT. Here I have one list. I am accessing the elements of this list using this for and while. Let us execute this. What will happen? See, you are known. There are 6 items in this list. So using that name of that list, at first I have displayed what are the values of this list. That is, using this statement you got this output using this first print statement, and this is your second print statement. Just using this you are going to get this message, that is iterating over list using the for loop. And then inside this for loop there is this print statement. Using this print statement, the values of that list, they are going to get displayed. You are known there are 6 items in the list. So this apples, bread. So these 6 items, they got displayed using this for loop. Okay, for, this is an iteratable object. In place of this item, you can have any name. It is up to you. It is not necessarily you need to have the same name. You can use any name. Whatever the name here you use in the print statement also, you can use that same name. So this is how this, and make a note of this at the end of this conditional statement. You can find this, that is a colon. That is the rule of this syntax. Next, using this while loop, we got displayed this list of values, right, once again. And before that, we got a message that is iterating over list using while loop. That you got using this print statement. After this, using this part of the code, the list of values in that list got displayed. So here also make a note of this list. This while is a keyword, for is a keyword. So, and at the end, it is mandatory to have this, that is a colon after the condition. That is what this. So there are 6 items, and you are known index value starts with 0. So 6 items in the sense index range from 0 to 5. So if the value of this index is less than 6, you are going to access the value, and you are going to print the values in the index positions 0 through 5. So this is how this list got displayed. So that is what the use of this for and while loops. Moving on. So this is what I discussed. I just we have one list, and we have accessed the values of this list using this loops while and for. Okay. Moving on. Now we are going to discuss about the other keywords like break, continue, and pause. You are going to come across the usage of these keywords in loop control statements. Break, continue, and pause. So in the loops, we generally use this keywords, break, continue, and pause. Now let us discuss in more detail about each one of this. Break, it is used to exit the loop, and continue, this keyword is used to skip the current iteration and moves to the next, as the name implies. You stop current iteration and move on to the next iteration. That is this continue. And pass. This keyword acts as a placeholder. So if you want to give the definition for the function later on, there also you can find the use of this keyword, that is a pass. Now, using an example, we are going to see the usage of this keywords break, continue and pass. Yeah. So, for I in range 20, in the sense 0 to 19, initial value of I will be taken as a 0. So, it is going to check if I is equals to 14, then you are going to, that is break, you are going to come out of the loop. In the sense you are not going to continue your loop, okay, till even 90. So whenever this value of I reaches, that is a 14, then there itself you are going to stop and come out of this loop. That is what this break. And you have the next if statement is this: if I is equals to, if this is a reminder, you are going to check. If reminder is, you are going to divide that value of I by 2. If you are going to get reminder as a 0, then it means that is even number. If it is so, you are just going to continue. Continue in the sense you are going to continue with the next iteration of the loop. Next iteration of the loop. Next, we have one more condition here. If I is equals to 9, that is pass. Pass means here you don't do anything. And then you have this, at last you have this print statement. So on execution of this code, what will happen? It is going to display the odd numbers between 0 and 20. So first, we are known that this 0 is an even number. So you are going to display only this odd numbers. So as per that, it is going to print like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 13 and so on like this. And when the value of this I becomes, and it is going to continue with the next iteration of the loop when the numbers are, when the value of that I is even. That is when the value of I is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. In these cases, it's just going to continue with the next iteration of the loop. And if the value of, if this I is a odd number, then we are going to print that value of I. So that is what the code it says. And moreover, when this value of I becomes 14, you are exiting, you are coming out of this loop. So this is what this it says. See, it is going to just display the odd numbers 1 to 13. So let us execute this code and see, okay, what will happen. This is what this code it says. Yeah, use of this break, continue and pass keywords. I have already given the explanation about this code in the PPT itself. Let us execute this code and see what will happen. See, it has got displayed the odd numbers 1 to 13. When the value of I becomes 14, you are exiting from the loop. So that is the reason the odd number, okay, 15 has not got, okay, displayed here. I think you have understood this. This is how you can make use of these keywords in, that is Python. Suppose, for example, if I'm going to, here in this snippet of code I have used the keyword that is a pass, break, continue, pass. So in place of this pass, I have used this print statement. What will happen here? What will happen here? So if I is equals to 9, what you are doing, you are in the previous, let us execute this. When I, If I is equals to 9, in this case you have the keyword that is a pass, but in this case here you have the word that is print I. So this 9 it is going to get displayed that is twice, using this print statement one time and using this another print statement that is one more time. So in the previous output just you have used this pass, therefore it has got displayed that 9 only one time using this print statement, print I. But in place of that pass, here you are using a statement that is a print I. So here also that value of I is going to get printed. That is the reason in this case you are going to get this output that is you are going to get the value of that 9 getting printed, that is twice. You can execute, okay. If you want to clear this output, you can clear selected output. Yeah, you can execute this, okay, snippet of code which has this print statement in place of this pass keyword. Yeah, see this 9 has got, okay, displayed that is twice. I think you have clearly understood what is this pass. Pass means you don't do anything, right, when this if condition is true, right? So but here we are just printing the value of 5. That is the reason it has got displayed that, okay, first 9. I think you have understood this. So that is how you can find the use of this keywords, that is pass, continue and break. Now we are going to look at, okay, few more keywords in Python. So they are def, return, yield, lambda and class. So the keywords under this category are used to define function, classes and returning the values. So let us look at the first keyword, that is def. So this keyword is used to define a user defined function. And coming to the next keyword, that is return, it is used to return a value from a function. And moving on, the next keyword is that is a yield. It returns a generator object. When I take an example, you can more clearly understand what is the use of this, okay, keywords. And this keyword, lambda keyword, it is used to define anonymous function, and the class keyword, it allows to define a class. So these are various keywords. So let us take an example about the use of this def keyword at first. So we came to know this def keyword is used to define a function. So here we have defined one function. The def is a keyword. So it is used to define a function. The name of the function here is what? That is a greeting. After the word that is a greeting, you have this pair of parentheses, that is open close parenthesis. It means this greeting is a function, and under this definition, under this function, you have this definition. Just you are printing some message. So in the definition, you have only one statement, that is print statement. This is a creation of this function, user defined function, namely that is greeting. After that, you are calling that function, okay, greeting. So the message that is associated with this print statement, it is going to get printed. Let us execute this code about the use of this keyword, that is a def. So same thing. This is def is a keyword, and this is the name of the function, that is greeting. And here you have some printing message. That is, the message here is what? Welcome to Python programming. And you are calling that, okay, function, that is greeting. So on execution of this statement, the control will be transferred to this definition of the function, and the statements in that definition are going to get executed. So let us execute this so that you can understand that. So on execution of this, what will happen? That message welcome to Python program, it is going to get displayed. So you got that message welcome to Python. So you can find the use of this keyword for a creation of what? Some user defined function. So this is a header for this function, and this is the definition for this function, right? I can say. So you remember, after the name of this function, you should have this colon. You should have this colon. Just like after if, elif, else, after the condition, you have this colon, no? Even in a loop, in the loops after for and while, you are using this colon. So in the same fashion, you have to use this colon after this name of the function. So this is how this definition keyword it works. Next, here you can find the use of this other keywords like return, yield, and also that is def, all at one place. This add numbers is the name of the function. It is taking two arguments, number 1, number 2, and it is going to return the sum of these two values, that is num1 and num2. Here you can find two functions, the definitions of two functions. One is add numbers and other function name is that is a generate number. So this is the definition of this function. So for I in range of that argument, that whatever you are passing, you are returning that value by collecting that value into this I. So that is what this function. So these two are functions. Here from the print statement, I am making a call to this function, that is add numbers. I am passing say some values 12, 5. So 12, 5, it is going to get passed for this add numbers, and it is going to return sum of this 12, 5, that is 17. So in place of this statement, that return value, it is going to get printed along with this message. So this is what this it says. And then you have one, from the for loop, you are going to call this second function, that is generate number, and you are passing this argument, and if that value is within this range, then it is going to return that value, and that return value, it is you are going to get print. So let us execute this code. This is what this output you are going to get. You are passed 12, 5, so it is going to display addition of 12 and 5 is 17. And then for the second function, that is generate number, you are passing the argument, that is a 5. So so for I in range of number 1, so 0 to 4 values they are going to get printed. So now let us execute this code, that what I have discussed till now. See, I am passing the arguments as what? 12 and 5 for first function, that is for addition, and for generate number function, I am passing the argument, that is 5. So on execution of this statement, in the PPT also you have seen what is the output that you are going to get. That is, you are going to get the output as what? Addition of 12 and 5 is 17, and then generated number 0, generated number 1, and so on up to 4, it is going to get displayed on execution of this code. See, this is what this. So that value I is yield by this definition, and you are printing that value of I using this print statement. Slightly I am going to change the code. Here I can change some values so that you can find the difference. For the first function, I changed the values from earlier 12, 5 I have given. This time I am giving 25 and 35. So what is the output that you are going to get? Sum of 25 and 35. So it is going to display, that is addition of 25 and 35 is 60. And here for the generate function, you are passing the argument value as that is a 2. So earlier I passed 5, so you got 0 through 4. So on passing 2, you are going to get that is 0 through 1. So generated number 0, generated 1. So let us execute this and see the code. See, addition of 25 and 35 is 60, and generated numbers are 0, 1, because you passed the argument value as 2 this time. So this is how this you can find the use of the keywords def, return and yield. Moving on. Yeah. Now we are going to look at one more keyword, that is lambda. It is used for, you have seen, to define anonymous function. So this is the code which demonstrates the use of this lambda keyword. So this lambda is a keyword. You might have observed you are going to get these keywords in blue color. So that is the indication denoting it is the keyword. So this is the, if you want to find the square of say some number, this is a keyword that is lambda. After that you can have that name and whose value you wanted to square. That name you have to use here. So I'm using the name as that is num. So I wanted the square of this num. So I'm writing this, okay. You know, square means what? Square of x means x into x in the same fashion. Square of num in the sense num into num. So it is going to return by this and it is going to get collected into this variable square of num, and using this name I'm printing that. So now the square of num, it acts as like a function. This is a anonymous function that is created using this lambda, right? So square of, you are passing the value that is at 12. So here this value of num becomes at 12. 12 into 12, that is 144, and that 144 it is going to get printed using this print statement. So here you can say square of 12 is 144. Let us execute this code which I explained just now. This is what this square of 12 is 144, you are known. So let us execute this code. You got a square of 12 is 144. If you are going to make the change, say for example you are making the change from 12 to 15, 15 yeah? So what will happen here? Suppose I am passing that like a 15 square, 15 5 is 75, 225 is the square of this 15. So let us execute this code. So square of 15 is 225. That is output that what you are getting. I think you have understood this. So in place of this name, you can use right any name, it is up to you. So, and for that function you have to pass the value. That value will become the value of this. So in place of these names, whatever you want to use, you can use. Suppose for example, let me change the name simply square of number, say n. Here I'm, if you want to take this value as say n, you can take, it is up to you. Yeah, and then yeah, here what you are supposed to pass, sqn, you changed the name. sqn is the name of the function, anonymous function, square of number. So if you execute this, you can come to know. So in place of here, the argument here is what? Not num, it is n. It is most important. Wherever that num it was there, I just replaced with n, and wherever the square of num it was there, I just replaced with the square of n. So this is how, see, square of 15 is 225. So that is what the use of this lambda keyword. So it acts as a anonymous function. Now we are going to look at the uses of the keyword that is a class. So you can use this class word for creating, that is, or declaring a user defined class. So this employee is the what? Class name. So class name is this, and these are members of this class. It has two members, name, subject, and these are their okay values. So I'm printing the values of those okay members. So let us execute this code so that you can understand. So it is going to display the values as a Dr. K. Bhima Python on execution of this code. See, this is the name of the class.
Sir.
If you want to change the values, right, you
Hello.
can change.
హలో సార్ 11కి ఫొటోస్ తీయాలి 10:45లో క్లోజ్ చేయండి.
Okay. So this is what this. Next, moving on. Other keywords like try, accept, finally, rise, asset. So what is this try keyword? It is used to define a block to catch the errors. Especially you are going to find the use of these keywords try, accept, finally, rise in exception handling. So the try keyword is used to define a block to catch the errors, and accept, this keyword is to handle the exceptions, and finally this keyword helps to execute after try, except, and rise, this keyword is used to rise an exception, and asset, this keyword is used to define a debugging statement. So this is the code which demonstrates the use of these keywords like accept, try, rise, finally, and asset. So this is the definition, function 1, and this is the definition. So you are making use of these keywords, that is try, whatever we just listed. We are going to have the usage of those keywords here. So that is asset, right? So let me briefly explain this code. So this assertion, if x is greater than 0, you are going to get this message, x must be a positive. If it is less than 0, x must be a positive integer. That is what the assertion, right, that you are going to get here. And let us execute this so that you can clearly understand the usage of these keywords. So this is the name of the function, that is function 1. So here this function definition, it ends. And here I am making a call to that function with different values. One, at first time I am passing the value as a 6, and then passing the value as a 0, and then passing the value as a -6. So based on this value, accordingly the corresponding statement, it is going to get executed associated with this definition. Yeah. So at first I have passed, that is a 6, right? So that is greater than 0. So no problem. So what you are doing, you are going to divide that 6 by 10, 10 by 6, that you are going to have in the result, and you are going to based on the value of that result, the corresponding statement will be executed. So 10 by 6, that is 1.6. So that is a value it is going to get displayed if it is greater than 0. And in the second case I have given that is a 0, that is 10 by 0 division error. So that is what you are going to get here. And if you are going to get a give a value that is less than 0, that you are going to get an assertion. So let us execute this code. And so this is the code, same code that what I have explained in the PPT. Let us execute this. You are passing, this is a function, and you are calling that function thrice with different values. See, when you pass 6, you got that is 1.6. When you pass 0, that is, this is what the error you got. Assertion, yeah. And then when you passed this -6, that is less than 0. This is what the message you got, that is assertion error. So this is how you can find the use of this keywords: try, except, finally in Python. So let us stop here. I'm going to continue with the usage of the remaining keywords in the next video. Thank you for watching the video. Wish you a good day.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe VNR Digital Learning Resource YouTube channel.